What's up, guys? Mr. Lee Roden here with episode number 3 of the Bristol City story. I've now completed up to the halfway stage of the season. It was quite good actually to see they actually ended at the end of the year, which I didn't realise. So it was quite good timing at the end of the year, and it's actually the halfway stage. So let's get straight into the action and see how we did. As you can see, we started off with a 1-0 home win against Oldham. A Sammy Bolder goal in the 28th minute, giving us 3 points. Match stats, 12 shots to 3 in my favour. I had 3 on target to their 1, and I had 54% of the possession. We then followed that up with another 1-0 win, this time against Leamington in the first round of the FA Cup. A Neil Kilkenny goal in the 7th minute made it 1-0, and we were able to hold on to go into the second round and avoid a rather dodgy game and avoid an upset. We had 14 shots to their 1, 7 on target to their 1, and I had 60% possession. So to only win 1-0 was a little disappointing, but it's a win to win. As we can see, we then got our third 1-0 win in a row, a 1-0 win against Peterborough in the quarter-final of the Johnson's Paint Trophy. Sammy Baldock giving us the goal in the 18th minute, and then unfortunately he was injured in added on time in the first half. Unfortunately, it was bad enough for me to have to sub in, unfortunately. Stats wise, I had 18 shots to their 8, 9 on target to their 4, and they had 58% of the possession. Went a little downhill after this, well, not after that game, but after this game. A 2-0 win against Tranmere. Ryan Taylor in the 8th minute, putting us 1-0 up, and we went into half time 1-0. And then in added on time, at the end of the game, Lewis Carey actually got us a second goal and the 3 points. Bit worrying to see my centre back up the pitch in the 90th minute. Stats wise, 21 shots each. I had 9 on target to their 6, and there's 50% possession. Unfortunately, it has gone down the hill a little bit from there. However, I have had some cup games, so it's not too bad. I drew 0-0 at home to Sheffield United. Stephen McLaughlin got injured in the 3rd minute of the only real moment of the match. It was 17 shots to 7 in their favour. They had 9 on target to my 1, and they had 69% of the possession. So to come out with a point, a 0-0 draw, was pretty decent, especially as they were in the top 6 at the time. I then lost at home to Leyton Orient, 1-0. A Frank Fielding own goal in the 36th minute, giving them the lead and the points. I think Orient were second at the time, to be fair. I had 16 shots to their 6, 3 on target to their 2, and they had 55% of the possession. We then followed that up with our second defeat in a row, losing 2-1 at Preston. Annoyingly, as you can see, I took the lead with 7 minutes to go before half-time through Ryan Taylor. Steve Jennings, with 13 minutes to go, levelled it out for Preston. And then for the second game running, a Frank Fielding own goal gave them the lead with just 1 minute to go, and we weren't able to claw anything back. 20 shots to 9 in their favour. They had 7 on target to my 4, and they had 61% of the possession. We then followed that up with a 1-1 draw against Orient in the Cup. A Marlon Harewood goal put us in front with just 8 minutes to go. Unfortunately, we weren't able to hold on as Lorenzo Stavini equalised for Orient in the dying seconds to pull them level and to go to a replay. Stats wise, it was 18 shots to 13 in my favour. I had 7 on target to their 5, and they had 55% of the possession. So to come away with a 1-1 draw was really disappointing. We then followed that up by beating Dagenham in the Johnson's Paint semi-final. We drew 0-0 at the end of the game, and it was match stats were 9 shots to 8 in their favour. We had 5 each on target, and I had 51%. They had 51% of the possession. In the penalties, Jones and Saunders missed for Dagenham. Reed missed for me, but I had Shorey, Flint, Emmanuel Thomas, and Wagstaff score. They had Murphy and Fernandez. So that was put us through to the area final, where we will play MK Dons in the 2-legged affair. We then followed that up with a 2-1 defeat at home to Rotherham. Lewis Carey putting us 1-0 up in the 9th minute. However, David Worrell in the 21st minute pulled Rotherham level, and we went in at half time 1-1. Alex Ravel actually gave Rotherham the lead with 15 minutes to go and also gave them the 3 points. But as you can see, they had a player injured in the 33rd minute, but we didn't score. And the amount of times where my players get injured and the other team score, up to other teams' players get injured and me scoring, is just ridiculous. I wouldn't have a problem with it if it was actually quite even, but it never is. Stats wise, 16 shots to 11 in my favour. I had 9 on target to their 5, and they had 55% of the possession. Really irritating thing is in this game was that I was actually all over them, and then the first actual highlight they had in the second half was the goal. And then we went at them again after that and weren't able to claw back anything. We then unfortunately lost 2-1 to Orient in the Cup replay. Once again, Bulldog put me 1-0 up in the 13th minute. And we went in 1-0 up at half time. In the 65th minute, Dean Cox pulled Leyton Orient level. And for the third time this season, a Neil Kilkenny own goal put Leyton Orient in front to make it 2-1. Stats wise, there's 11 shots to 5 in their favour. They had 5 on target to my 2, and they had 62% of the possession. We then followed that up with a 1-1 draw in Notts County. Danny Haynes put Notts County 1-0 up in the 38th minute, and then Samuel Baldock equalising for us in the 45th minute in added on time to give us a 1-1 draw. Stats wise, it was 23 shots to 8 in their favour. They had 9 on target to my 3, and they had 58% of the possession. So to come away with 1-1 draw, to be fair, is actually pretty decent. We then got our first win in about 5 or 6 league games. Samuel Baldock putting us 1-0 up in the Kareem Rossi putting Walsall 1-0 up in the 11th minute. However, 11 minutes later, Samuel Baldock equalised for us, and we went in 1-1 at half time. And then with just 4 minutes to go, Scott Wagstaff got the goal. That would put us 2-1 in front and would give us the 3 points. They had 20 shots, 27 shots to my 10. They had 11 on target to my 7, and they had 67% of the possession. And I came away with 2-1 win. Final game of this section was a 1-0 home defeat against Stevenage. John Ashton putting in 1-0 up in the 45th minute. Match stats: 10 shots to 9 in my favour. I had 7 on target to their 5, and they had 57% of the possession. So to come away with without anything is a bit annoying, but then again I can't complain after taking 3 points against Walsall when they really should have taken something as well. So stats wise, table wise, I am 6th in the last playoff place. 110, drawn 5, lost 8, 35 points. I am only a point clear of Port Vale and Notts County, who are 7th and 8th. So it will be interesting for a couple of games, to be fair. A couple of points behind Preston. We are 8 points adrift of 2nd. I think Wolves are going to run away and win it, to be fair. So let's have a look at some other stuff. So we'll just have a look at the Johnston's Paint. As you see, the Northern Area final is Preston against Sheffield United. The Southern Area final is me against the MK Dons, and I am away first leg, which to be quite fair I'll take. I prefer going away in two-legged affairs. We'll have to wait and see how that goes though. And the FA Cup, let's just have a look and see who we would have got if we had actually made it through. Can't even remember. We just lost 2. We lost to Orient, and they take on Huddersfield at home. That was it. I forgot the winner would have drawn Huddersfield at home, so they weren't too bad either. So let's have a look at some stats for the League One. The only thing in there is Nicky Shaw has played every single league game for me, and that's about it. So let's go and have a look at some stats for our players. So leading goal scorer is Samuel Baldock on 16. Wagstaff's got 5, so that is a little bit of a worry that he's way ahead like that. And how many has he got in the league? He's got 10 in the league, 6 in the cup. He scored 6 and 6 in the cup, so that's a little worrying, to be fair. So it's not gone too badly, to be honest, and just hopefully we can pick up some more wins in the next section of games, so we can move closer to the thing. Unfortunately, we do have Leyton Orient in the next game away from home, and they are actually in 2nd place. And you have a look, it's quite tight, to be fair. You got me in 6th, There's 5 points all the way down to Gillingham in 15th. So we'll have to pull together some more wins, to be quite honest with you. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. And we're just going to have a look at the next set of fixtures and where we're going to be. So it's going to be Orient 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it'll be Shrewsbury away will be the next game. And obviously that will also include the two Johnson's Paints final games, the two-legged affair, the away game and the home game. So who knows, we could be on our way to Wembley, but we'll have to wait and see. Even though according to some of the news details, I'm actually made it to Wembley because I'm just in the final, not the actual, I'm in the area final, not the actual final. But like I said, guys, that is it for this episode. Leave some likes, leave some comments, subscribe, would appreciate it. And tune in next time for the third section of games. Let's see if we can make it to Wembley, and let's see if we can boost our chances of making it into the playoffs. But until then, guys, take it steady.